Now, there are all different species of angelfish that you could consider putting into your aquarium. But all species of angels have some risk with corals. So, sometimes they will blatantly nip the corals right in front of you. Then sometimes they're very stealth about it and very sneaky. So you might not see them attack the coral, because sometimes fish actually act quite differently when you're around versus when you're not around, particularly with some of the dwarf angel species that can be quite shy. So if they're quite a shy fish and they're wanting to hide in and out of your reef all the time, if you're around, assuming that you spend most of your time at work or whatever, then you might be quite a distraction to the fish. And it's quite common that a fish will act quite differently when you're around versus when you're not around. So you could have an angel in your aquarium which you think is an angel. You might think it's getting along really well, you might think it's not attacking your coral, but in reality it might be attacking your coral. Particularly if you find that some species of coral do very well in your aquarium and other species fail. It could be that your angel's given a nip here and there, even if you don't see it. Then the angel giving it a nip here and there might be enough to compromise the coral's immune system and over a period of time potentially kill your coral. And once again, just because you think something is happening or you think something is not happening, it's pretty much irrelevant. What counts is what's actually happening, with or without your opinion of what's going on or your opinion of what should go on. So, chuck a little note on the bottom of this video and let me know if you've had any similar situations. Have you had a fish in your tank that you thought was really well behaved, but it was actually a little bastard, and when you removed it, the situation changed? For example, you might have a little dwarf angel in there and he's a beautiful little shy fish and he behaves himself all the time as far as you think, but when you move him, all of a sudden, your corals do much better, which means that maybe he was nipping at your coral, even though you think that he wasn't. Sitting back at distance and letting the fish forget that you're there are actually quite a good indicator, because when a fish forgets you're there, they'll often act differently than when you're standing right in front of the aquarium. Anyway, put a little comment, tell us your experience.